represent 9 different foods. There was foods like bread, cheese, eggs, milk, peanuts, and several others that I can't remember. Tuna, I think, was one. And so you had to graph for each food the number of calories and the grams of protein. So for this one, it looks like the number of calories was about 265, and the grams of protein would be about 8. So 1 dot equals each 8. And those of you that still need to finish the quiz, you need to work on that as we go. Okay, so that was number 8. Number 10 was the same idea, only instead of grams of protein, along the side of the graph, we're graphing grams of carbohydrates. Okay? And we still put calories on the bottom. And this graph, because one of the foods included 50 grams of carbohydrate, we had to go all the way up to 50 on the side here, but again, equal spaces between each of the numbers. Again, the numbers are on the lines, not in between the lines. And calories again across the bottom. Now notice on this graph, many of the points are way down here at the bottom. 5 of the points are right down here near the bottom of the graph because 5 of the foods had either 0 or 1 or 2 grams of carbohydrates. So those 5 foods were real low-carb foods. Bread, I think, was the one that had 50 grams of carb. That's a high-carb food. And there was 3 others that were kind of in the middle. So those 2 graphs were related. They were both about food. And we got the numbers out of the same table to make the graphs. The last graph we had to do, this is problem 23A, was about movie tickets. And you had to graph the price of the tickets on one side of the graph. On the other side, you had to graph the number of admissions. Admissions means the number of people who were admitted to see the movie. And the other thing that's important about these graphs is labels. The numbers have to be labeled. In other words, these numbers, 100, 200, 300, 400, we have to say the calories. Otherwise, we don't know what they are. The numbers 10, 20, 30, going up the side for number 10, those are carbohydrate grams. So you could say grams of carbohydrate. So you have to label the numbers on both the bottom and the side of the graph. Now, the thing that's different about 23A is the graph did not start at 0. Both number 8 and number 10 started at 0 for the calories and started at 0 for the grams of carbohydrate or protein. So this point where the 2 axes, the x and the y, the horizontal and the vertical, come together represented 0. But in the movie ticket graph, we didn't use a lot of numbers. In other words, the lowest price of any movie ticket was in the $4 range, and the fewest amount of people that attended the movies were like 1,100,000,000, or I should say, yeah, 1,100,000. So here's what 23A looks like. The difference that I was trying to explain on this one is, see these little breakpoints